County as we take a look back at how far the people in eastern Kentucky have come. Good evening to you, Jordan.
Yes, thank you, Miranda Paxton. I'm here in the city of Whitesburg, which is in Letcher County. You know, 1 year ago today, they were undergoing one of the worst, if not the worst, natural disasters to ever hit this city and the entire eastern Kentucky mountains. Now, where I am standing, which is just off of West Main here in Whitesburg, was completely underwater again 1 year ago. There's a brand new pavilion that is just to my right. There's a brand new bridge that's just behind me. The old one was completely destroyed. And then just to my left, off camera, there are houses that are still off of their foundation that the floodwaters swept off. And plus, there's going to be a ceremony. Local artists have come together here in Letcher County and have painted different paintings to remembrance of that flood. And they're going to do a big memorial here in honor of that 1 year anniversary. So let's go into the events of that day. So from the night of July 27th into the morning of July 28th, over 8 to 10 inches of rain fell here in eastern Kentucky with 13 flash flood warnings, 3 of those being upgraded to a very rare flash flood emergency. A flash flood emergency is when severe threat to human life is expected and catastrophic damage to structures is expected. Now, these are life-threatening, and the fact that 3 was issued for just this one event in eastern Kentucky really says a lot. Now, people's lives were being washed away piece by piece as they sat there hopelessly and watched it unfold right in front of their eyes. Many having to be rescued by helicopter as the raging floodwaters took everything that they've worked their entire lives all gone in a moment's notice. And again, unfortunately, we did lose 45 Kentuckians due to that historic flood. But now on to some positive. Over the last year, we've seen Kentuckians and pretty much the entire country come together and unite to help families get back on their feet. Now, over the last couple of weeks, I've had the opportunity to travel across multiple areas of eastern Kentucky, hearing stories of resilience, dedication, and perseverance from people as they try to come back from this awful event. Now, I'm telling you right now, the people here in eastern Kentucky is a special kind of people. I have shed tears with them. I've hugged their necks. I've laughed with them. I've smiled with them all throughout the last couple of weeks as we have looked back over the last year. Now, I also spoke with Governor Andy Beshear about how he felt when he first got the phone call early that morning, what the state has done since, and what they still plan to do. Here's what he had to say. As the Eastern Kentucky flood anniversary approaches, Governor Andy Beshear reflects on how he felt when he first got the call in the early morning hours of Friday, July 28th, 2022.
And where this was hitting, I mean, it was taking what little people had. I mean, what some of them may have worked decades to put together. It was wiping out land that some families had lived on for generations, and then seeing it firsthand that next morning when we could reach, especially Breathitt County, with a flyover, just how massive the damage was, how widespread it was. And I knew in those very first moments that this was going to be the toughest rebuild that the United States had ever seen. The very first piece you're thinking about is how do we save as many lives as possible. I'm so proud of our Guard, of our state police, of Fish and Wildlife, which did an incredible job, but of all of our local first responders. The best information we have is they made over 1,400 rescues.
The state has done the best that they can getting families and businesses back on their feet over the last year in the hardest hit areas.
The best information we have from FAHI is that about 300 plus homes have either been mucked out, repaired, or built and are habitable.
So what all has the state done over the last year? You know, we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary. What has the last 12 months looked like?
I'm really looking forward to these high ground communities. I mean, getting to reimagine what a big neighborhood in eastern Kentucky looks like. Maybe we put a medical clinic that's there as well. If we have extra land for economic development, maybe you can walk your kids to school and walk to work. What an incredible thing that would be.
In all of the governor's days, filled with work to honor the Commonwealth, some days can almost break a spirit. But not him. He knows eastern Kentucky will get through this.
But that's also the time you need to be there to tell people that we will not only make it, but we'll be there in the months and the days, but most importantly in the years that it's going to take to rebuild. We love you. You are tough people, and we are not going to abandon you.
Now, we know Eastern Kentucky has come a long way over the last year, but as you heard the governor say, there is still a long way to go because a disaster to this magnitude takes years and years to recover from. Now, I've seen firsthand over the last couple of years just how strong Kentuckians can be, from the Western Kentucky tornadoes to the Eastern Kentucky floods. And I know that we will come back stronger than ever. So hold your head up high, Eastern Kentucky, because I have full faith that we will come back to this. It's not easy, it's not been easy, and it's, of course, still going to be hard trouble ahead, but hold your head up high again, because we are Kentucky strong. Reporting live in Letcher County, I'm meteorologist Jordan Smith for ABC 36 on your side.
Thank you, Jordan, for that week-long look back at the devastation. And we're asking you in today's ABC 36 On Your Side poll if